Sometimes the world feels like a mess, full of drama, full of stress. A life puts a fist right in your ribs. You can hide it, choose to, and no one will even blame you. Or you can let them see how you deal with it. That even in the darkest place, His love can make you radiate. Doesn't matter how deep, how dark the night is. Keep hoping, keep on shining, and they'll see His light burning in your heart. And if the road gets rough, just keep your head up. Let the world see what you're made of. His love's alive in your deepest parts. Like a flame, like a burning star, you can shine right where you are. He made you to glow in the dark. Don't be ashamed of your past. If you shattered like a piece, the Lord broke you up. Good morning, NAS kids, or I should say good evening, since I am recording at night. So tonight, or today, we are going to talk about how creation actually teaches us practical lessons. And we kind of have already talked about this before when we talked about the discovery of Velcro and how birds also influenced flight. So today, we are going to talk about another way that God's creation can really teach us some practical lessons. So our Bible verse is going to come from Job chapter 12, verses 7 and 8. But ask the animals, and they will teach you, or the birds of the air, and they will tell you, or speak to the earth, and it will teach you, or let the fish of the sea inform you. So that Bible verse kind of says, look to what I've created. Look to nature. Look to the things of the earth to help inspire you. And so today, we're kind of going to talk about fireflies. And I'm not sure if any of them were lighting up while we were recording, but there are fireflies out here tonight. And on a warm summer evening, you usually can see them. They have a soft yellow-green glow that kind of flashes on and off, and scientists believe that this is a way that they are signaling to each other, communicating, or talking to each other. And so nature is actually filled with all kinds of surprises, like fireflies and animals that are able to do such amazing things and inspire us to do so much with our own creations. So it appears that God has placed countless useful ideas in nature, and they simply await our discovery. These ideas have led to many inventions that are all around us, like last week when we talked about, 2 weeks ago, when we talked about the invention of Velcro. That was inspired by nature. So tonight we're going to talk about fireflies and how they can teach us a lesson about colorful lights and how we can use ingenuity to create light. So, we should really be giving thanks to God for the surroundings all around us, the beauty of the earth, and all of the useful designs that He already put in place for us. Our Bible verse today from Job refers to a clear evidence that creation and our surroundings, the birds, the fish, the earth itself, is all here to show us God's handiwork. The lesson suggests a new way to approach science, to kind of think about science, and to really study nature like a treasure hunt and kind of discover practical secrets that have been placed there for our enjoyment and our benefit. So today, glow sticks are sold in stores. I have one that's already glowing, and You probably know how to activate this, but the science behind it is the same science that is created inside of a firefly. So what's happening is in a glow stick, there are actually two separate liquids. There's one liquid that is surrounding a second liquid deep inside. And you know, when you snap this, the two chemicals mix. And what happens is a chemical reaction, just like that of which is inside of a firefly. When the two chemicals touch each other, that's when you get the glowing illuminescence of a glow stick. And the same thing is true for fireflies. Sorry, I keep getting so close to the camera. I'm having a hard time reading my notes. So, fireflies are able to glow without batteries or without lights. And their light that they let off is called cold light. We have hot light, like that of a campfire. And we have cold light. Cold light is created by a chemical reaction, a chemical light, and it's also called bioluminescence. The action takes place within a firefly's abdomen. So in its abdomen, there are two chemicals that are synthesized from the food that a firefly eats. When they are mixed, oxygen comes into play, and one substance is a pigment. It's called luciferin. And the second chemical is an enzyme called luciferase. Energy from the chemical reaction exerts electrons, which in turn become very excited and become visible light. There are more than 2,000 kinds of known fireflies around the world. That was pretty interesting. And bioluminescence is also super common in deep sea creatures. Many deep sea creatures have chemical light reactions, and think about how dark it is probably at the bottom of the sea. So really amazing to think about fireflies, the chemical reaction that happens just to have this glow stick, and to really give thanks to God for all of his creation, the inspiration that he has surrounded us with, and the fun that we can have with the inspiration he has given us. I hope that you have had a great week. I hope that you are enjoying some summer nights. And thank you for joining us for our Summer of Science series. I'll see you next week.